The long off season has come to an end, and it's finally time to start Year 6 of the Colorado Rockies franchise on MLB The Show. And we open with an early season series against the LA Dodgers, the team we continue to chase throughout this journey. We have built the Rockies into a legitimate playoff contender and now have 2 playoff seasons under our belt. Last year did not end the way we had hoped with our wild card game defeat, where we couldn't generate any offense. But we've come back this year with some serious upgrades to the pitching staff, including Dustin May, the former Dodger, and Zach Gallen. At the same time, I'm hoping we have a stronger bullpen this year, as we did have some weaknesses there a year ago, but the offense remains mostly the same. Nick Solak and Ty France are the 2 main departures, but Josh Bell has stuck around, and we have the Rookie of the Year Ryan Valade ready to take on a larger role this season. After back-to-back seasons of 93 wins, the Rockies are hoping to take things a step further for real postseason success, and that begins with trying to win this NL West, which hasn't been easy with the Dodgers' run over recent seasons. But it's time to put last season behind us and get underway. It's year 6, and this is your Cy Young Award winner, Luis Severino, coming off a career-best season. And this marks his 4th consecutive opening day start for the Rockies in this franchise. Strike 1 over the inside corner to Mookie Betts. Outside with the fastball, and that is already an 0-2 count. In the air and lifted toward Geronimo. He'll back up a few steps, but he's under it. And the Rockies have their first out recorded of the season. It's a very left-handed heavy lineup here with the Dodgers, as Carlos Asuaje lifts one towards Geronimo. He'll take care of it. Next up, batting third, Cody Bellinger. And change up right on the outside. Severino looking sharp to start things, and right back to the same location. 1-2. Got him upstairs. 100 miles per hour from Severino. Strike 3, picking up where he left off a year ago. Walker Buehler makes the opening day start again for the Dodgers, and we lead off with Brandon Nimmo in his 4th year now with the Rockies. Last year was his lowest batting average with the team at .304. And that one smoked to center field. Nimmo gets started with a long one to center, and it's 1-0 Rocks. 471. Has he ever hit one that far in Coors Field? Brandon Nimmo hit 23 homers for us a season ago. He's been one of the most consistent players in the offense, and we'll see if that continues at age 33. What a start to the season. Here is Rafael Devers a couple batters later. He hit 38 homers a year ago. Gets under one here into center field, and Bellinger is over and takes care of it. Rockies get on the board in the first. Here is Edwin Rios to lead off the second. Going the other way, hit toward Geronimo, and it lands in front of him. Base hit for the Dodgers. A couple batters later, again to Geronimo. Trying to test out Geronimo, whose defense hasn't been great, but he takes care of that one. 2 down. Matt Beatty hitting 7th, and the count is full. And Severino misses inside. 2 aboard now with 2 down, as that brings up the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. That's a drive out to deep right, and it's over the head of Nimmo and gone. A 3-run Dodger blast in the second. And LA gets after the Cy Young Award winner early. Ruiz is somebody you have to watch out for in this Dodgers lineup. He's only 26 years old, 85 overall, A potential. He has serious hitting ability. And he bats 8th on this team. You know it's not easy taking on these Dodgers. Johnny Schaefer. Here's our excellent catcher who really broke out in a big way last season. In the air to right center, this time at Betts. He takes care of it. 1 down. David Geronimo. He's batting lower than we're used to seeing with the emergence of Josh Bell and Johnny Schaefer. So now in the 6th spot, 3-2. And there's a drive, right center and hit deep. This one is gone into the bullpen. Geronimo's first of the season and the 85th of his career. It's already the 4th season, by the way, for David Geronimo, as he'll be eligible for arbitration at the end of the year. If he can raise his on-base play this year, he might move back up in the batting order, but I think 6th is a good spot for him right now. And batting 8th today, it's Ryan Valade, who was the Rookie of the Year last season. He can play a lot of spots, was a reliable hitter for us a year ago. He did hit .275. He won't play every day, but his year opens by drawing a walk. Now Severino, he gets jammed, and that's going to fall in. And Valade hustles into third. Severino singles, and we have runners at the corners. And there is some early production on these two aces. Dodgers appear to be a bit concerned here as they'll visit with Buehler. And here's a spot for Brandon Nimmo, and he's out in front of the knuckle curveball. Upstairs from Buehler. We'll see Severino take off. 3-2 on the ground. Hit to the right side. A routine play to close the 2nd, but neither pitcher is dominating as you might expect on opening day. Rolled to the right side. Ryan Valade is at 2nd base today. He's earned the opening day start. But we are going to platoon that spot with him and Xavier Edwards. It's going to basically be a running back by committee, and we're going to play the hot hand most days. Bottom 3, and it's Rafael Devers. Injuries derailed an otherwise MVP caliber season from him a year ago, but he walks to first. Josh Bell now with a full count. 3-2. And Bell takes ball 4. Buehler not as sharp as we're used to seeing. 2 on now with 1 down. It's Schaefer. Maybe a bit late on this. Sent to Benson right. A routine play and now 2 away. Here's Geronimo, who already homered earlier. Chop to the right side. Walker Buehler covers and wins the foot race to the bag. Still 3-2 LA. But things getting a little tricky for Walker Buehler early in this game. Top 4, strike 3 from Severino. He gets Rios. Unfortunately, when you allow that 3-run home run, your numbers can only end up looking so good. But the command sure seems to be there. Strike swinging, and Schaefer not prepared to throw into 2nd base. We have a stolen base for Michael Conforto. Gavin Lux chopped to the right side, a slow one. And Valade makes the play. Conforto to 3rd. 2 down, Matt Beatty. 2-1. Gets a hold of this one. Out to right center. Chased by Reynolds. It hits high off the wall. Extra bases and a run for LA. It is 4-2. Colorado looking to answer as we go bottom 4. And Trey Turner at first base after a walk. And Severino pulls back as Turner takes off and gets into 2nd. We always try to get the 2 bases here if possible. And then a good bunt towards 3rd base. We do get Trey over to 3rd using only 1 out. Was it worth it? I don't know. Here's Brandon Nimmo, 2 down, trying to bring home that 3rd run. Full count. Strike 3. Buehler got him upstairs with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Surprisingly, that was his first strikeout. Top 5, runner on, it's Betts. Strike 3 looking on the outside. Severino picks up number 4 looking. Carlos Asuaje next. Hammered to deep left. Geronimo retreating. He makes the catch. 2 down for the Dodgers. Severino approaching 80 pitches as Bellinger bounces to Valade. And he has played great defense today. It's all been routine stuff. We'll go bottom 5. Buehler at 71 pitches. Facing Brian Reynolds, who was actually surprising to return. Now he crushes one. Deep to center, they won't chase it, it's gone. Third solo homer for the Rockies today. We've become a very powerful offense. Would be nice to do some of this with runners on, but hey, he led off the inning, it's fine. Devers is next, getting a piece of that one. 1-1. Again with that curveball. It can be tough to handle at times. Devers with the drive. Bellinger going back. This one's gone into the trees. 4 solos, and the Rockies have tied the game, homering off Walker Buehler on opening day. Normally a pitcher we do not play well against, but the Rockies have figured something out today. He hasn't had his best stuff, clearly. A little surprised he stays in the game here as Bell pops one up, and that was not one of Buehler's better curveballs today. 1 down, 3-2 count, Johnny Schaefer. Strike 3 looking. Schaefer not happy about it, but it was a good pitch. And that will spell the end here for Walker Buehler. He goes just 4 2/3, 5 hits allowed, 4 of those homers, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Both pitchers are out after the 5th inning. First up for us, Ethan Small. And I think against the Dodgers, you'll see him throw a lot of innings this year because of their lefty lineup. This is a sliding catch by Brian Reynolds in center field. Great defensive play. I think Small is, right now, the only option we really have coming out of the bullpen here if we want to go lefty-lefty, as that one gets drilled the other way for a double. Facing Beatty now, runner at second. Good curveball, 2-2, and that's low. Trying to get the inning over with, and he takes ball 4. Runner takes off, too late. That brings up Keibert Ruiz, runners at the corners, trying to keep this game tied. Ruiz swings and misses. He is a switch-hitting catcher, hits for contact and power at both sides of the plate. 1-2. Jammed. Valade into the outfield. Will make the catch. We're still tied. First out of the Dodgers bullpen, Spencer Turnbull. 3-2 to Valade, and there's a curveball that Valade is out in front of, strike 3. We'll make the bench move now, and it's time for Michael Toglia, the 26-year-old, to make his debut. First major league at-bat. Flied to center, Bellinger is there. It's a 1-pitch fly out, and we head into the 7th. Where John Curtis will make his Rockies debut after many years with the Miami Marlins, pitching at a really high level out of the bullpen. Tom Murphy leads off, and Curtis quickly gets ahead. Chop to the left side. From the grass, it's Devers, and the play is made. Back to the top of the order, it's Mookie Betts, 0 for 3 on the day. And Curtis not able to find the zone. 2-0. Crush to left center. And that ain't coming back. Mookie Betts solo homer. And the Dodgers are ahead once more. Last season, Curtis gave up 12 homers in 106 innings. He gives up one here to the second batter he faces. Betts was definitely due to do something well against us. We've done well against him throughout the series. Now Bellinger gives one a ride. And Curtis gives up his second homer. Into the bullpen, and the Dodgers take a 6-4 advantage. Not the best first impression for new reliever John Curtis. One guy who's been really reliable in this series is Scott Oberg. Even though his ratings continue to drop, he just continues to pitch well. He's now 35 years old. He's had 3 consecutive years under a 3 ERA, but he gives up a couple of hits here in the 8th. Now a deep drive to center. Reynolds all the way back to secure it. And the Dodgers will have first and third, up by 2. Nice fastball on the outside, strike 1. Hammered foul, left that one over the plate. 1-2. Got him looking on the slider. Great pitch from Scott Oberg, and now 2 down. Just focused on Zach McKinstry. In the air, left center. Long run into the gap, and Reynolds gets there. Still a 2-run game. Next out for LA, it is Alex Reyes. Had some save opportunities last year, wasn't great in that role. Looks like he's now in more of a setup role this year as Josh Bell leads things off with a base hit into right field. Johnny Schaefer looking for his first hit. This one gets away from Ruiz, recovers quickly, and they have Bell in trouble in a rundown, and they will get him at first. Great job by Ruiz. Not the best call there to take off, and now the base is clear, and down goes Johnny Schaefer. Rockies running out of outs. David Geronimo. 1 for 3 on the day with a home run. Got him with the slider. The bullpen picking up a lot more strikeouts than we saw from Walker Buehler. We made a Rule 5 pickup this year, Sean Jelly. We got to see him a bit in spring training. He's going to be a multi-inning guy here with us trailing by 2. I felt like this was a good spot for his first appearance. Mookie Betts singles, and now Asuaje hammers it right off the second base bag and almost gets out. That would have been pretty disappointing for him if he had gotten out on that. 2 down now, Bellinger's turn, and this one is crushed. Slider left over the plate. 3-run homer, and the Dodgers have ripped this game open 9-4. Another homer. 2 on opening day for Cody Bellinger. A pretty rough showing here in the first game for this Rockies pitching staff. A 5-run game suddenly. Later in the inning, 1 on, 1 down. Here's Gavin Lux. He chops it over to Bell, and he actually touched the bag there. We somehow didn't get the tag at second. Somehow we screwed up a routine double play. Now 2 down. Base hit center field. And they'll wave home the runner. Reynolds throwing in. Right on the money to get him at the plate. Still a 5-run game, but terrific defense in here from Brian Reynolds. Great to still have him on the team. But with the Rockies down by 5, it's tough to do much with this deficit. Zach Veen pops it up, pinch hitting in the 9th inning, and Keibert Ruiz will squeeze it and end opening day. It's a 9-4 Dodgers victory. Their offense just too much to handle. And we didn't get the pitching that we were hoping for today. Also, 4 solo home runs. Just couldn't get anybody else across. That's disappointing. But I think you have to look at the pitching here. I mean, we had 5 pitchers play in this game, and 3 clearly did not have their best stuff. Severino went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. He and Buehler had very similar stats. And then Curtis and Jelly, 2 of the new guys, did not have great first impressions. Rockies lose opening day. But on day 2, it's time for the former Dodger to make his Rockies debut. Free agency was a highlight for us as we were able to sign both Dustin May and Zach Gallen. And to sign impact players away from division rivals, that's just a bonus. Dodgers get worse, we get better. Music to my ears, as long as he continues to pitch at the high level he's done throughout his career. He's also pitched in a lot of games. This is game 199 for Dustin May as he opens with a triple-digit fastball against Mookie Betts. 2-2. Got him looking to start his Rockies tenure. Strike 3 on the inside corner. With May, you get that triple-digit fastball, a good curve, and that's hit over third base. Also a sinker that gets the 100, and that's a tough one to handle. He's about a 3 walk per 9 pitcher, which I think is, pretty good given the type of velocity he tends to pitch with. Couple on here in the first, just 1 down, but that's chopped to the right side. Nice job, Edwards, double play. And Dustin May's first inning as a Rocky is a nice 0. Last year, his ERA was a 3.71, but if you care more about FIP, it was 4.5. So last year was a bit of a step back for him. And the years where his FIP is higher, it just coincides with allowing more home runs. And he's been kind of inconsistent with that throughout his career. Last year allowed 1.6 home runs per 9, but the year before was a .87. So, do we get the Dustin May that allows a lot of home runs or not? If he keeps the ball in the yard, you don't have much to worry about. Couple of zeros here to start. Let's go on to the third now. Still a scoreless game. It's Mookie Betts. Sinker in there, 98. Full count. Got him looking. 101 that time from Dustin May. Second time striking out Mookie Betts looking in this game. How about Bellinger after his opening day, trying to cool him off? 3-2. And that's just way inside. Not the best two-strike pitches there from Dustin May. There's the big breaking ball as Rios falls behind. Jammed him, and that's going to short. We're looking for that kind of contact. He should be able to jam a lot of hitters, get some weak pop-outs. Here's Conforto. Way behind it at 99. May ahead 0-2. Got him to chase. Strike 3. Pretty good stuff here from Dustin May. Never a fun pitcher to face. That one skied into right field, and Nimmo comes in, and he takes care of it. 4 zeros to get the day started. Unfortunately, the same true for the Dodgers side of things. Strike 3 looking again, that time bottom of the strike zone. Mookie Betts up again after a couple of strikeouts, and May is ahead yet again. That's chopped. Devers makes the play, and we're through 5. Dustin May and Julio Urias matching 0 for 0 through the 5th inning. We'll take it into the 6th. 75 pitches in. Bellinger grounds one up the middle. 1 pitch ground out. And 2 batters later, Rios looks at a fastball as May gets ahead 0-2. And the cutter inside gets him again. 6 shutout innings with 79 pitches for Dustin May. So he does earn a 7th frame. And still nailing that outside corner. Fastball drilled into deep right field. And Nimmo won't get there. It one-hops the fence. Gavin Lux hustling. He wants 3. And the throw is not in time. A triple for the Dodgers looking for their first run. May stays in. This is Beatty. Good changeup. 2 strikes. Got him! Strike 3. 2 down. Now it's just Keibert Ruiz. 2-0. Sinker off the plate. 3-1. And Ruiz draws a tough walk. And with the Dodgers trying to get the first run, they leave Julio Urias in to hit. I was shocked. They did not pinch hit because they wanted him to continue into the 7th. And May strikes him out. 100 pitches, no runs allowed. May's day is done. It was a terrific debut. That was a weird choice to leave Urias in. And the Rockies managed 2 solo homers off of him in the bottom of the 7th inning. So compounding a bad mistake there. As we head into the 8th inning, and Seranthony Dominguez makes his first appearance. 1-2 facing Betts. That's strike 3. 3rd of the day for Betts. Dominguez was up and down last year. I felt his second half was much better than his first. And there's still a chance if he's the better guy that he'll get most of the save opportunities. I'm still not totally sold on Rogers versus Dominguez in that role. Bellinger strikes out swinging. A great season debut for Seranthony Dominguez. 3 outs on 11 pitches. We'll go bottom 8. This is Jacob Pearson, who made the opening day roster, and he starts off his season drawing the walk against Blake Trinan. We go back to the top of the order. This is Trey Turner. Turner up the middle, base hit center field, and Pearson has great speed. He will wheel around onto third base. Runners at the corners, nobody down, looking for that third run. Here's Reynolds. Skied to center. Bellinger comes in. We won't test it here on the first out, and that was wise. One down for Johnny Schaefer. Jammed into foul territory, and that catch is made. 2 down. So it takes a hit from Devers. 2-0. Chopped it. Charged by Ruiz. He will flip it onto first and will head into the 9th. Taylor Rogers gets the first save opportunity of the season for the Rockies, and last year he was 18 of 24. Definitely not at the top of his game any longer, but still a good reliever. 0-1 turns into 0-2 versus Edwin Rios. Strike 3 looking at the knees. Rockies picking up some big strikeouts here in this game. That one just low. This is Conforto. Curveball misses low, and it's 3-1. He missed again. He walks Conforto. Now the tying run is at the plate. Gavin Lux looks at a slider on the outside. That was much better. 1-2. Chopped right side. Only one play. Nice flip to Rogers in sync to make the play. And now 2 down. Runner at second. Matt Beatty. 0-1 off the slider. Now 1 low. And here's Rogers falling behind 3-1. Out in front. Full count. Ruiz on deck. Struck him out, and the Rockies pick up their first win of Season 6. A 2-0 shutout of the LA Dodgers on the second day of the new league year. Great pitching performance from Dustin May, and hoping for big things from him. Of course, in Coors Field, you always worry about any new pitcher coming in and struggling with the altitude and the long ball. But here, you couldn't have asked for anything more from his first Rockies game. Now, that's all we're going to cover in this episode, because there are a couple more debuts we need to get through, and that's going to come in a video here shortly, where Zach Gallen makes his first start, and then we're going to see Reed Detmers as well. We're not yet at the point where I plan to do larger but less frequent episodes. When the Titans franchise has launched, then we'll start to shift the format, but not quite yet. So I'll be back again soon. More games with the Rockies. Good to be back. It feels like it's been longer than a couple weeks, but there was also, a long off season here. But the baseball content will continue. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the start of Season 6. Please drop a like if you wouldn't mind, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a great day.